Hi guys, Late Night Bran here with another commentary video. I was just playing some Friday the 13th late at night here, and it kind of just dawned upon me that, like, while I love playing Jason in this game, I really love playing the counselor role in this game. Like, I really love playing the counselor role in this game, like a lot. And I would say I like it 50-50 compared to playing Jason, which is really a far cry to like how I feel when I'm playing Dead by Daylight, where I kind of very aggressively love the killer role over the survivor role. And I wanted to talk about that because I think a long awaited thing with Dead by Daylight is trying to, like, you know, spruce up the survivor experience, because it's either looping or holding M1. At least you can boon tone them now. Like, there's kind of like something else you can kind of do, but you still got to like bring a perk to do that. That's not like something that's like inherently in the game, you know, in terms of something you can just do naturally. So it's not really truly an optional objective. It's just kind of like a really like super cool fancy perk, right? So like DBD has always talked about like adding more to the gen process, and that's been something that's been both proposed by the devs and by the community for like a really long time. There have been talks about like an early game collapse, like to mirror the end game collapse and that sort of thing. So the reason I think the Friday the 13th counselor role is like so much more fun compared to like the DBD survivor role is because there's so much more to do. Like, I can start the boat, I can start the car, I can repair the fuse box and call the police. This isn't a way to beat the game, but I can focus on finding the house to call Tommy Jarvis, so one of my fellow counselors can come back super strong later and help us, you know, seal the deal on the match. Like, there's just so much to do. So each of these things takes parts, and that's kind of like the core game mechanic. Is each of these things take parts. You need to find the propeller for the bow, you got to find like the gas for the car, the battery for the car, you can find the fuse for the fuse box, that sort of thing. So it's basically kind of a scavenger hunt, going house to house, trying to do that safely and securely while Jason's out, you know, hunting for you. But like the fact that I have the choice gives me, like, it makes me feel like I have a lot more going on in the game, and I can also choose to kill Jason. Like, there's something else I forgot about. You can also choose to kill Jason, which is a very long, complicated process, but super fun when it happens. So like, you just have so many options on what to do, you know. And it just feels like a more fun, fully fleshed out experience. I feel like when you're in Dead by Daylight and you either have the choice of looping or holding M1, like, that's very 2D and boring. Like, there's just like not a lot going on, and it feels almost kind of like a band-aid. Like, that would never seem like that was supposed to be the only thing that you were doing in Dead by Daylight, but it ended up like being the only thing that you do in Dead by Daylight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ended up being, oh, it's only M1 and only hitting the skill check and then getting out. And then you loop in between that segment, right? And I think that's why it's so dumb when like killers get really mad at people when they're like, oh, they're flashlight saving, or oh, they're trying to flashbang stun me. It's like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have it to where like you think them sitting on gens is boring, but when they do the few other examples of like abstract gameplay in this game, that you get mad, like you know, as a response. But I think Friday the 13th does that really well because you have so many other ways to escape that aren't just power the gen and leave. I think DBD could like stand a lot to have an alternate way to power the gates. You can still have the whole thing be like, it powers the gates, it powers the gates. You can still have that be like the main thing, like the main end objective that you do, right? But like, I wish there was like, you know, find the fuse for the fuse box, or get 2 fuses for the fuse box, so that would count for like 2 gens, but you have to like search around the map like really intensely to find those, and the killer can knock it out of your hands without Franklin's or something like that. I think that would be cool. Just alternate ways, like repair a power line, you know, like find a way to repair a power line or something. Just like something else to do that isn't just hold M1 on a gen. You know, that way, like, there's ways to diversify the way you win the game, you know, because nobody likes just sitting on a gen, holding M1, and watching the skill checks roll by that are super easy to do. Like, that's just not really gameplay. That's just a mini game. That's something I would play on my phone. That's not something that I would play in a not fully priced game, but it's a $20 game, right? And there's a whole lot of DLC behind it. And essentially all I'm doing is playing a mini game until the killer shows up, and I think that's just incredibly boring. And it feels like it's like I said earlier, it feels like a patch. It does not feel like it's patchworks. It feels like it's not supposed to be it was not supposed to be the thing that endured this long, and the game is the only way to do this, but it has, because there's really no reason to change it, no financial incentive anyhow. But I feel like DBD would really stand to have some sort of other ways to power the gates optionally. That way it just feels like there's more going on and there's more to do in the game that isn't just, wash, rinse, repeat with do gens loop, do gens loop, do gens loop. And I feel like Survivor would be so much more fun, and that would attract a lot of players to play one side or the other. And also it would, like, if you did that, it would kill a lot of the be super efficient and spread out on the gen situation, because that's another thing that killers hate, is like survivors can just be super efficient and spread on the gens. But if there's like other objectives to defend, you can kind of like prioritize that, and like, am I a guy that defends the fuse box, or am I a guy that defends the gens? Like, I think it'd just be nice. It'd just be a nice improvement. Will it ever happen? Probably not. I don't think they have any plans to do that. But I feel like that would just do so much for the health of the game and make it so much more fun if there was just another way to power the exit gates. I think that would be so cool, and I think that would like really save this game and help it compete against the upcoming competitors like VHS that are coming. And I know, like, it's not good to see them as competitors, but realistically they are. Like, people are already seeing it that way, and I'm gonna do my best not to see it that way, but they're going head to head with VHS soon, so like that would really help them like stand out. But I don't think they will. But that's what it is. That's just something I had. I just hopped out of a Friday the 13th match. I was like, I really like playing counselor in this game. Why is that? And why do I not feel that way when I play Survivor and DBD? So I wanted to elaborate on that. But yeah, TLDR, it'd be really cool if there was something else that helped, like another objective or way you could open the exit gates that wasn't just powering the gens, like fixing a fuse box or something. But I don't think that'll happen. I just think that would have been great. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much for watching this. Make sure you do the like if you liked the video. If you want to see my videos, I do upload daily. YouTube likes to hide those from you and do everything they can to make sure content creators, their videos don't get to you, because now you got to sub, and now you got to hit the bell, and there's like 3 walls of stuff in the way for you to see my videos. So make sure you do that stuff if you want to see those daily uploads. On that, anything else for you, I appreciate you so much, and if I don't see you in the next video, I'll see you when I see you, friends. Bye bye.